do your part. You can't help the world when you're playing around and race games saying you're black but you're really brown. Doing only for self. Mama Earth needs help. Grandma's church, even DTs need help. What can you do? Don't worry about me. Hey, you got life's chores cause of ING3. Been doing my part, building the mental arc for the Aquarian age before it start. Ask Prince Ali Mel Bay and Sister Zakina, who brought him to Toronto to wake up the sleepers. If you think not, you better go ask Dada Griff, who's giving to yo hip-hop chakras a lift. Bobby Hemmett came too, so did Boyd Graves. Respect and love you, though you died from AIDS. Just rent a library room, don't cry for space. Who's gonna help the world? We can't escape the space. Most are conscious, but not cognizant. Won't stick up a pork chop, but rob his aunt. When it's time to help the world, all I hear is can't. Many of y'all are coming back as birds and ants. Trust me, I study the Buddhists and Brahmin shaman. Help the world by activating pineal carbon, DMT dripping like a leaky faucet. I help the world when I sleep, no need to force it. Just doing my best, even when doing my reps. Help the world sleeping or taking my steps. When I'm wearing a fez, nationals breaking their necks to witness the renaissance. Staring in a trance, I do so much and willing to do more. Don't believe me, ask the youth from Paul McCourt, ask the youth from Malvern and hear what they say. Ask the youth from Rexdale or ACHA.
My lyrical hang time's worse than the Willie Lynch curse. Cause I'm not coming down till I finish this verse. Demons disperse till them bite curb. Eat dirt till my feet hurt. Ashes to ashes, soon return to the earth. Stand for better and redirect the worst. Drop some knowledge on a dime beat to quench your thirst. Thanks to sus, we've remained in the game with a torch high. IHFing up another track, don't ask for why. It's time to feed a rapper to the fire, kick and scream. The same way a spirit does when you steal a dream. The more we want for self, the less there is for us and we. Minimal I, and let's build a community. The temperature rises now, the ice age melts away. Prophesize by KRS-One, these are the times and days. This is the cycle that I missed cause I was too young to jump in. Now I got enough artillery to keep dumping. Fire Marshal Ho Chi Minh, let me show you something. Duck for cover, just can't stop flying, stagger like you're drunken. We got aces round here, so keep the ones flunking. Bitch slap a whack rapper like you need some punkin'. Ho Chi Kutcher, fucking call me Simon Butcher. Commercial rapper, decapitated envelope pusher. Rapper inquisitioner, feed him to the fire. Lead him to the heat and watch the flame raise higher. Picture painted, but the spirit not tainted. See us in a pheasant, fall back like it painted. Feels like we've been here from the ancient. Experienced so much challenges to build my patience.
Yeah. Secret Society Productions. Do them and I'll just do me. Do them and I'll just do me. Masons think they added, blacks think they national. Celebrating King's speeches at the Capitol. Don't have rights, so they act like an animal. Thinking they the baddest in a dead status. Won't listen when I say they brown, not black. Don't think they sound like a clown on crack. Won't realize since their third eye's closed. Don't realize they waste money on clothes. Children with ashy knees, most are obese. Moms don't cook but order pizza with cheese. And buckets of the clone chicken is finger licking. Till your arteries are sticking, hearts stop ticking. They wanna play the blame game, but it's too late. Most still don't learn till it's too late. I'll let them do them and I'll just do me. Stay watching DVD lectures and Bun TV. Let the dead do them and I'll just do me. My order of the day is still nationality. Let the dead do them, I'll just do me. Stay watching DVD lectures and Bun TV. I'll do me. and let the dead do them, mixing their trees with the cigarette blend. I'll do me, and let the dead do them, accepting a slave brand to identify them. I'm on bait book, can't believe they so dead. Talking without thinking, brainless heads, aimless threads. If you're black, you're a slave. Instead of humbling, they delete me from their page, calling me names, but that's no bother. Most are the return of emergency fund robbers, pushing the I'm black to cause friction. That's when I agree and I'm in the jurisdiction. They want me Morisco and at the disco. Caravana isn't carnival, no more calypso. The problem's not the world but the people in it. Abusers of authority got the people timid. Not behind the wheel but giving themselves limits. Things I say make pop eyes without spinach. Too much dead to wake up, work can't finish. The first Jews weren't black or their language Yiddish. Let the dead do them and I'll just do me. My order of the day is still nationality. Let the dead do them, I'll just do me. Stay watching DVD lectures and fun TV. I'll do me, and let the dead do them, mixing their trees with the cigarette blend. I'll do me, and let the dead do them, accepting a slave brand to identify them. The dead will do them like they've always done. Won't change unless in front the barrel of a gun. Won't change though Barack said it's that time. Youths killing each other, same content in their rhyme. Rappers mislead, situations critical. When we write that spelling spells are rituals. You might think not, I suggest every thought that you think should be done very careful. Before you give me an earful, my reply to kinda make your ears tearful. Stomach butterflies won't wonder why. Just accept the message from me from the Most High. That's why most die, cause they don't listen. Nicene Council Conference made you a Christian. Wicked Khalees got circling Kaaba fictions. All law is from my art, they say black Egyptian. Causing separations and black divisions. Brown faces frontline on attack missions. The plot thickens, but it's thin perceptions. Got them spending less time on Jewelry than Inception. Voting for candidates whose motive direction is to keep us at risk in priority sections and make us have an altered perception. Decepticons got Autobots with deceptions. Let the dead do them and I'll just do me. My order of the day is still nationality. Let the dead do them, I'll just do me. Stay watching DVD lectures and fun TV. I'll do me, and let the dead do them, mixing their trees with the cigarette blend. I'll do me, and let the dead do them, accepting a slave brand to identify them.
I get emotional, under the pressure of the oppressor. We got the tools to make everything better. We only got, so let's join together.
Gone are the days of some rest. Where are the days of less stress? Where are the days of calm unification? Fez and turban the whole nation.
Let me tell you what you said. If you should lose,
the Sufi mystic T-Floor from the hype Moorish tradition. Perpendicular position, no longer in that mummy state. They lied to us, said we got shipped from miles away. But the old Mac heads look just like me. The flow a gift like patron St. Maurice. That's charitable, these lands inheritable. Reversion of a state inevitable. So stop the street, I'm on a plane out of your reach. And I ain't talking Delta seats. All metaphysics with a well-blended civics. We caliphs, not lieutenants. This guy was jealous like Musa bin Nusayr. Drew Ali revelation, new Moors is here. Displaying the art, Khalifa society, matriarch.
Moorish master MC, also a grand sheik. Delectable Negro, barbecue and the clan meat. See me in my fairs, won't mistake me for black man or colored. Might assume I'm a Masonic brother. Brown chronic lover, either roll or edible supper. Vibrate at a high rate, turn to a dimension jumper. Hit the soul plane, quick build with the profit. Get back to the earth plane, dismissed on the docket. Magistrate lane and vomit, janitor bring the comment. No bond paid, temple gets a deposit. Sketch not composite. Left no witness, left blue on the litmus. Get altitude sickness, so high on your head. Whenever I spit this, I'm the type to forget, so you get no forgiveness. Business is strictly like Eric and Parris. Moreno is my status. If is speaking in Spanish. Man or manish when I draw from the chalice, looking like the paintings of Arabs. Tiger head rug in the palace, accepting your challenge. Final glove slap since you thought I was average. Carried by 1,000 scarabs over the hot sand. Last name comes from Moors that rule Scots land. Black or Moors you thought Elizabeth got banned. Drew Ali name known again was not planned. Try to call me Indian, no that will not stand. Forget to say the prayer, now I feel I'm in Copland. Forgot the amethyst, start rubbing on stone shaman. Cause a glitch in the matrix, stop feds from charging. Body frozen walking past, the eyes enlarging. With a ray gun like Marvin Martian. That's all folks when we activate carbon. End it all like arson, or your face on a carton.
I'm a Morris American man, national. 360 degrees is added to my arsenal. Like a carpenter, got me building temples, but mentally. Noble Jew, I lead the measure and stick your activities. I came here to predicate, changing negativity. Precisely, my purpose is to uplift humanity. So why you mad at me? Cause you know I'm a Moor. 2,000 years with the prophet like I've been here before. Go ahead and diss the prophet cause you're so immature. When justice come knock at your door, bodies will get the floor. Like a faux puzzle your brain just like a jigsaw. Muti cut your head off and did we play ping pong? Looking through the peephole cause you hear the ding dong. I don't sing songs, I'm the champ with no rings on. Concrete jungle gives a fuck about King Kong. I'm ready to go and when I die I scream out yeehaw like Kid John. Cause my last words would be Islam. What up more? My higher self is keeping me this calm.
Living, never passing for a time. Jeff Fort Moors active behind enemy lines. El Hajj, Malik, El Shabazz, and Khalid Moors. Paid with your life so you can have yours. For Indiana Moors visited by FBI. Dirty Moors who turn Portal Pro and Spa. New Moors sanctions, grand bodies on ice. Claiming you're more, they might take your life. Follow the prophet, in deeds not just words, or be a sacrificial lamb for the sheep or herd, to be kept docile and passive, not active. Black's mind frame made Willie Lynch classic. Moorish leaders up to Lee sell it to the courts of booty and prize, covering civics with religious lies, always saying legal, never lawful, making the fiat on payday cause they keep the court full. Give a morsel that gets dismissed at court's discretion. Peace officers never see your weapon possession. Possession in the son's hand is a gun wand. Shooting in the crooks and castle brands. Treated life like fun land. It's crazy how babies are grinding like ladies in basement jams like the late 80s, early 90s. Nowadays youths are grimy, not worried. Got you in front and Allah behind me. Above and under, also on my left and right. Through me when I write and recite to the mic. Few courts of Pro Tools, mama raised no fool. Graduated from street college and hood high schools. Making up my rules could have me facing 5 tools. Giving up myself 3 G's and my shoes. Ego kicks in, now I make up my rules. Then my childhood friends become my crew. Retaliators meal like my food. Then crew turns enemy, I can't even trust my dudes. For active Moors living, never passing for a time. Jeff Fort Moors active behind enemy lines. El Hajj, Malik, El Shabazz, and Khalid Moors. Paid with your life so you can have yours. For Indiana Moors visited by FBI. Dirty Moors who turn Portal Pro and Spa. New Moors sanctions, grand bodies on ice. Claiming you're more, they might take your life. When the gat spit, it's mostly those with no practice. Doing the slackness, shooting like you need glasses. Repping the block you don't own. With guns imported by those who don't claim a gang but wear uniform clothes. Street rookies, we're taught the game by big man pros. In our days, the generals passed down the codes before streets were watching. Some chose the option to opt out and not opt in. Do 2 months instead of 8 cause you turned in weapons. Think you did good, release back into hood sections to help get the guns off the street. but it's effed up to get stuck up by you turned in heat, by you to waddling in streets like penguin thugs. Freeze when I hail them up and still screw-face mugs and two-face hogs. Could tell you who served and who ate slugs. Playing yourself wearing the bloody kicks on rugs. For active Moors living, never pass it for a time. Jeff Fort Moors active behind enemy lines. El Haj, Malik, El Shabazz, and Khalid Moors. Paid with your life so you can have yours. For Indiana Moors visited by FBI. Dirty Moors who turned quad and pro and spa. New Moors sanctions, grand bodies on ice. Claiming you're more, they might take your life.
Yeah, don't ever prejudge. Sometimes the humble have to bust guns. It's for liberation, not for street cred or fun. My army strapped with ammo and camo for battles. Dropping bombs to make your head shake and teeth rattle. But lyrically, a dope rap supply of fiends be feeling me. Laying in the trench, smoked out over some greenery. Find a place to smoke despite the different scenery. I put in work for my paper, it's not from some schemery. To Webster better add that to his list of words. My vocab will make you think that I'm a fat rap nerd. Yeah, I wear glasses and yeah, I read a lot of books. But trusted family, I'm surrounded by villains and crooks. They underestimate because they judge me by my cover. Judges be judging us too strictly based on our color. I've sat inside courtrooms and heard enough testimonies. Too many DA perceptions of us are flawed and phony. Walk into many stores and reps won't look to ask or help me. I could have thousands, but they have to see it to see I'm wealthy. And that's the reason why I treat every day like it's hunting season. Dressed for the occasion, summertime, but I'm still freezing. Pockets depleting, and my belly needs some feeding. Begging ain't my forte, and my family keeps increasing. I'm sorry, God, but I found better ways to change my mood. It might not be angelic, but it gets us some food. And when our children ask, Daddy, can I have some more? I get in my share, then put on my gear, and then I wage my war. It ain't a beef thing, it's more like a chief thing. Gotta provide for my dependents, cause I'm the damn king. See my crown right here, hear the sound like here. Across my path of comrades, and it's your worst nightmare. God, food and water's all I have to sustain my shell. I chase devils down and give them all quick trips to hell. Inside a judgment, boil a pot, you catch a burning flesh smell. The really shitty heard illusionary baby whisperer. But when the empresses pass, trust that I'm not a whistler. But y'all won't see that, y'all see me as a menace to society. I can tell by the way feds be eyeing me. Without intuition, you can only see the surface. So I guess what you see, it makes people nervous. Like what you scared of, the person who enslaved you or the enslaved. Mascal on my chest in your face, that means I'm saved. But in the land of the one-eyed man, the blind call him king. So king me now cause I have three and hear the song that I sing. Yeah, for street niggas living with their lives on the line. For young niggas taking drugs, losing they mind. For revolutionaries popping off at swine. For broke niggas sick of it, robbing banks blind. For visionaries showing us the signs of the time. For all the poor and needy who escaped the life of crime. IHF is the light in the midst of the darkness. So we the illest shit you heard in your life.
For active Moors living, never passing for a time. Jeff Fort Moors active behind enemy lines. El Haj, Malik, El Shabazz, and Khalid Moors. Paid with your life so you can have yours. For Indiana Moors visited by FBI. Dirty Moors who turned quad and pro and spa. New Moors sanctions, grand bodies on ice. Claiming you're more, they might take your life.
Yeah. My soul rebels against the vibe spell. Moorish people can't tell that they're living in hell. Trapped in a cell, the world we live in is full of sinning. Blood spilling, dirty women, the devil's grinning. Amorite stole the soul from rock and roll. Satanic schools cold like the North Pole. Illuminati got rap in a chokehold. You can't beat them, join them, that's mind control. I'd rather be free like the birds in the trees. Doing what the fuck I wanna do, you feel me? I'd rather be broke and have self-respect. These rappers get fucked in the ass with fat checks. The US is a third world project. America's $1 zillion in debt. Voting's a facade, the government's a fraud. And 9/11 had to be an inside job. Original G.O.D. Supreme Jeans. Moorish visionary, y'all have sweet dreams. Brown Christ, Nazarite, dreaded Nazarene. Real name Fury, Brown Elohim.
For active Moors living, never passing for a time. Jeff Fort Moors active behind enemy lines. El Haj, Malik, El Shabazz, and Khalid Moors. Paid with your life so you can have yours. For Indiana Moors visited by FBI. Dirty Moors who turned quad and pro and spa. New Moors sanctions, grand bodies on ice. Claiming you're more, they might take your life.
You didn't think the Moors was gonna be like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? You letting these orphan trained nut asses cause confusion in our empire? You letting that happen? Well, guess what? Not only did me and Sharif blow 16 holes through you, pause, because I don't know if Long will listen to this shit. He might get turned on. All right, so yeah. So now brothers are saying and they checking in, bro. They checking in, bro. Richard Neal Bay boy got on your boy. Yeah, man. Y'all know we did this shit a month ago. So I just knew the brothers was gonna find out that this Amexum Almanac, yo, go roll out, Doug. We don't want you, Doug. You about to get hurt. Yo, you about to get ran down on, Doug. So the more you try to push, boy, read your 101s, boy. Read your 102s. And it's going to show you ain't supposed to be nowhere near us. Especially that you got, Cujo got 2 of them. Richard, you hear me, Neal Bay? Honorable Neal Bay. You hear that, bro? You hear that? He got 2 Slavics, 2 Khazarians that he will bust for. Yeah. One of them is an LGB. He wearing blouses and shit. Look him up, Richard. Dr. Longo. Canaanland got shit all over the screen about this dude, All he doing is co-signing our work that we already know. We don't need no LGB that's a psychopath nut ass. Okay? First of all, Doug, if you look down and you see a wood, bro, you're a dude. If you don't see a wood, you're a female. So that's to me, that is borderline retarded. You gotta be psychologically off. Allah sent you here as a man. Yeah, and no Adam and Steve. Boy, Richard Neal, man, love you, man. Brother came right, correct, and exact. We've been on his butt for about, pause. We've been on him about that. Now, him and Sharif have been talking, and he want to squash everything and did. Cool, yo, knows better. Yeah, he know better, man. He know. He worrying us, Doug. We don't understand. First of all, you can't have a charter without being married. You cannot have a charter without being married. That is one of the requirements. Why do you have a charter and why aren't you married? And then why do you bang on upright, do right, stand on these square Moors and you banging on us for a LGB Slavic? What? And then you had the nerve to say out your mouth, I ain't Richard Neal. Guess what he said? When I went, I'm gonna say it again, and I can pull it up. If you want to deny it, boy, if I bring it in receipt, then it's documented. So I'm trying not to go there with that. He told me when I went to question him about it, he said, if the prophet was LGB, would you listen to him? I said, what? Boy, if you'd have been close to me, boy, these paws would have been all over you. Smack. Because you ain't going to fight me. You clown, you're not going to fight. You know how we are about justice, Doug. You know it.
So that was 1 day ago, right? That was 1 day ago. That was 1 day ago. Just keep in mind that was 1 day ago. April 1st. Spoke with Parris about squashing the situation with Latif. The situation's heated because it was not just Parris that was upset. The video, Latif, why you talking as if I'm Latif's owner or something? Why are you talking as if I'm his man or something like that? Why what do you mean I gotta reach out to Latif for you people? The hell are you talking about? Go talk to him. You got a number? Call him up if you have an issue. What are you bringing me in stuff with you and individuals for? What are you bringing, right? So this is Sharif. Me and Sharif had conversation on the phone and all that. Right? Oh, brother, we're going to get through this and we're going to get past this and whatever like that. Telling me about some Latif whatever. Right? Told him, well, on the 2nd, I sent your message to Latif. Islam. Because apparently there's no issues. There are no issues. Right? April 14th. This is after me and him spoke, and he said squash everything. He's gonna take down the videos. I'm gonna take down the videos. Video's still up on Parris channel. Why is this video still up? I thought we squashed the thing. Oh well, him and Latif, whatever. Why are you bringing up Latif for? What Latif have to do with me and Parris the Moor? What that has to do with Latif's his own man, like I'm my own man. You care about some pale skin or dark skin or whatever. Just got off the phone with Brother Parris. He wants to squash stuff. Give him a call. Here's his number. It's over. Even if I don't agree with you on something, I would rather hit you up on the side and address it publicly. Peace and love. Nothing to talk about. I'm not the one with the issue with him. He been kept the video up after I left multiple messages to take it down. So fuck it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Don't get mad. Don't be upset. Telling me about Longo and Longo's LGBTQ and we're supporting LGBTQ. What are you talking about? We did 2 lives with him because he's talking truth about Moorish history. The fuck do I care if he's a faggot or a dyke or trans or whatever? They're telling truth about Moorish history? So what the fuck's the problem? I'm not here to talk about their sex life or whatever. We didn't bring up LGBTQ whatever once. Why are these people bringing it up? It must be them. They must be their emotions must be getting triggered. Nobody ever brought up Dr. Longo as LGBTQ ever. No Moors. All they keep bringing up about Dr. Longo is he's talking about the Moors. He's talking about the Moors. He's on history of the Moors. He's talking about the Moors. Oh, Moorish history. Moorish history. That's all you hear people talking about. When they bring up Dr. Longo, they're going through his videos. They see something that he's a gay or some shit like that. Now I'm a gay supporter. What do you mean I'm a gay supporter? I never bought nothing from. I even paid Dr. Longo to go on the live. He did it for free. What you mean? I'm not gonna put him on there because he's a faggot, but he's talking positive about Moors.
And he has the personage that people are going to look at him and listen to what he's saying, because they obviously don't listen to the Moors. You think they're not going to listen to this faggot tell them about Moors? So you can go out here and exercise your rights even with the fags who's stealing all the rights? And all the LGBTQ and the trans, people could be a pillow if they want to. Nobody give them no issues. As soon as you say that we're Moors, everybody's debating and they want to debate Moors. And then you're telling me, why am I have a fag on the platform? We're fag pushers. No, we're not. Find me some other fag we out on our platform. Find me one. Find me one. Bet you won't. Bet you won't. I don't want to do this back and forth thing or whatever like that over the internet, but then you're on the internet talking BS with Neal Bay, who Neal Bay is who the reason why we have a charter. Why don't you bring that up? So doesn't that mean he's a fag supporter then? If he's the one that hooked us up with the Moors who gave us our charter. If I was just on NYP with Neal Bay just the other day, just in February, me and Neal Bay were on the same goddamn page. No debating, no issues, no, oh my gosh, why were you with Dr. Longo? And none of that. So I'm confused as to what's going on here. Because everywhere I look, other than Moors who I know personally, I've been their house, slept on their couch, they kicked their air out their bed, gave me their bed. They said, you're Grand Sheik. Doesn't matter what. You get a bed. You're not sleeping on no couches or whatever. That's how some more see it. And they rep for it. I'm not out here freaking talking shit. I had no idea Dr. Longo is gay. No idea. It didn't even come to my mind, hey, he looks gay or whatever. Why? He's talking about Moors. What the fuck do I care if he's gay or fag or trans or whatever? What do I care? Why is that even in the conversation? Why is that even coming up? Unless you got some issues or you're that. And it's making you feel guilty because you want to come out the closet and you can't or whatever like that. It's something, because why is this even coming up? That people are LGBTQ. We brought Boyd Graves here for a lecture. Boyd Graves is the black guy who found out the 1971 flowchart of how they created cancer and to put it in certain people's community to attack them. On his deathbed, we found out that he's a fag. And how he's a fag. He had no issues all in his life. He found the special virus cancer flowchart, and then he dies of AIDS. He never had anything ever in his life. Years ago, we brought him out here when we were black guys. He was a shit about his sex life. It didn't even come up until he was on his deathbed that it came up. And we were in constant contact with him. Because what do you mean they created cancer to kill the black guys? What do you mean? What do you mean you found a flowchart that proves that? Then they murdered him, got him out the way. So because he brought the flowchart, and he's a fag, that means what? What does that mean? He's a faggot, and So what? Even though he's a faggot, there's a flow chart that says cancer was created to kill niggers. And then the special virus is that everything comes up, every other thing that kills niggers came out of that. And there's a flow chart for it, showing you how all this stuff came about. Murdered him. He was a faggot. That's why I brought up. So if Noble Drew Ali was a faggot, what are you going to say? You're not listening to him? You're not a Moor anymore? So you're not a Moor anymore. So Noble Drew Ali said he's a faggot. So you're not riding with him. You're giving up your nationality and your birthrights, right? Because he's the one that brought that to you. So if Noble Drew Ali was a fag, what are you gonna do? Throw down your birthright? What are you gonna do? You're not gonna be a Moor because you found out Noble Drew Ali was a faggot? Tell me what you're gonna do. You're gonna throw down your birthrights? You're not gonna be a Moor? You're not gonna be a Moor. Stop the foolishness. Tell me some BS about Dr. Longo's a faggot, so why is he on our platform? He's talking truth about Moors. More truth than any of you fucking people ever spoke about Moors. This fag putting out more information than you ever put out about your own stuff. And you have some nerve to critique them because of their sex life? What kind of childish jackass stuff are you people on? And then you have some issue with a European that you can't deal with because Europeans, you're God and you're scared to do whatever it is that you say that you're going to go do. You're bringing me in it to have me justify whatever BS that you're doing. Again, with this modern European, that all he does is talk positive about the Moors. How you have an issue with him? Because he's European? That's your issue? He's a European. That's really your issue? Yeah, guess what? A gay boy invented forks. You know you're going to stop using forks now? Worse than the try. Gay boy invented a toothbrush. So now you're going to stop brushing your teeth because a gay guy made the toothbrush? People are freaking stupid. You make absolutely no sense. Making videos, want to talk to me on the phone and all this BS about some dumb stuff. Some absolutely dumb stuff. And then you're going to go do some BS, right? Because you want to prove you're from the streets or something like that. Do some BS, and then you're going to be in a cell with all these other jackasses out here, and you're going to be complaining about that. Stop the dumb stuff. You people go in your corner and do whatever you're doing in your corner. Stop bringing me in your BS. If you're going to say something, say Canaanland Moors. Because you're wasting your time. Stop wasting your own time. Because I have time. Like you said, I'm not married and I don't have no children and stuff like that. So I got time. But you people with your 50 children and all that stuff, and you can't even get a break. Can't even get a damn break. You got to bring the cup outside. You can't even drink your stuff in the car in peace, in the house in peace. You probably have people running up and down the damn place. Then complaining about me. Don't complain about me. I don't sanction anybody. Everybody does whatever they want to do. Tell me about I'm sanctioning some Dr. Longo. So I'm a LGBTQ pusher. How am I a LGBTQ pusher? Because I had one gay guy on our platform talking about Moors. The hell are you talking about? We're not for some homosexuality and lesbianism and all that. We're not for that. Why would we be for that? You think because I'm not for what? I can't. A fag gave you that tea bag that you're freaking drinking right there. We went to the convenience store to buy the tea. That was a little dyke girl that you bought the tea from. How come you didn't throw it down and say, oh, F this, I'm not using this tea because a faggot touched it? Stop the dumb stuff. People are being absolutely dumb. Want to have conversations about something. Have a conversation about what? I already talked to your boy whose video it is. The man whose video it is had a conversation with him. He said he's going to take down the video. The man whose video it's not, it's still up there. And he just made another video after saying he doesn't want to be going back and forth and all that. But now he's pulling somebody else in. Now he's pulling Neal Bay in now. Why are you pulling Neal Bay in? In 2008, Neal Bay is the same one who I connected with personally on MySpace. Go ask him. And told me to come to the convention. And we went to the convention. We got our charter. Asked Neal Bay, who gave me the charter. He knows. And obviously, we wouldn't have a charter if we weren't honorable. Because we didn't get our charter from sellout trader dirty Moors. We got our charter from sincere Moors who saw the folly that was going on in the Moorish movement in 2008. They saw the folly and knew that it was some BS. Because all these people trying to pretend like they're Grand Major Temple, they haven't done shit for this. And when we popped up, that was Noble Drew Ali's prophecy that Toronto's going to have a charter. Because 2008, these jackasses never thought to even go to Canada to set up anything more Science Temple. It wasn't even a thought in their brain. But these Moors who brought us in to this, they had the Moorish Guide newspaper. They had the article talking about Noble Drew Ali coming here to meet with Oscar Bruton and Leona Bruton. Who anybody who's in the Black history, whatever, knows them. They're not nobodies. And if you don't know them, shows you how much you know about your Black history, whatever. If you don't know Leona Bruton. Well, Leona Bruton was going to meet with Noble Drew Ali to have some temples out here in the 1920s. And here it is, 1920s, all over again. But now there's temples here. That's prophecy manifesting. It's 2020s right now, right? That's prophecy of Noble Drew Ali manifesting, which is supposed to prove to your dumbass that he's a prophet. But no, it's not going to do that. It's going to have these people keep playing games with you. Moors already know. I build with any and everybody. Just because. Talking about Moors, I'm going to build with you. Moors have whatever type of issues. They call all these other grand whoever's. Never get a damn answer. Leaving voice messages for months. Every time they call Kudrow's number, phone answers. Every time they call Moor Science Temple of America, 647-748-6664, they always get a return call from somebody. Always. All these people are playing games right now because all of them are parading around and then using Neal Bay as if Neal Bay doesn't know what's up. Neal Bay knows what's up. Neal Bay knows what's up. He was right there with us when everybody was talking BS about Grand Major Temple in 2008 because there was faggot stuff going on in that. And they were like, hell nah. That can't be the leader. That can't be the supreme whatever. And what they do? They themselves recluse themselves. And went over here and got to work. And start doing what really this is what was supposed to be. That's why they got shut down because of infiltration. Because people wanted to come in there and see them with their tags that they've been exercising free, no issues. Now these people are coming now and they want to get tags. And then they're taking tags and they're putting the tags on stuff they're paying for, not stuff they own. And getting pulled over and getting their property stolen. And making people look at Moor Science Temple of America. I think it was 8126 South Cottage Grove. If anybody sees Kush on there, just ask Kush on there about South Cottage Grove. Anybody near Mecca. Pretty sure it was 8126. 1826. Something 26 South Cottage Grove. That's where the temple was. Go look in the window, see what it is now. Neal Bay knows exactly what's up. All these Moorish whoever's know exactly what's up. Because 2008, there was no all these people online or whatever. It was news that there was Moors in Canada. That was news. Moors in Canada? Who is Moors in Canada? News. Everybody was trying to get in on this. All the snakes in the grass were showing themselves. 2008. Because they thought we were dumb nigger Moors. They thought we just came yesterday. They didn't know who our master teachers were. They didn't know from the jump we had the master teachers. We didn't have to go searching like how you people found out about this. Neal Bay took us, dropped us right in the middle of all the master teachers. You name them. You name them. That's who we were around. 2008. Right. Oh, good one. Years later, again, with the master teachers, Seton Bey, Alimel Bey, Taj Tariq Bey, and myself, Neal Bay was there too. Neal Bay was there with us when we went to the food spot and we're sitting down listening to Taj. And everybody's in the mesmerization, whatever, because it's the first time they're seeing the master teacher and all that stuff, going through the thing, you know, going through the thing that people go through, people who know. People who seen Taj for the first time, after watching him on videos, know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then you don't know what to talk about. It's gonna go over your head. But Neal Bay was there with us. He was there at the gym. He was there at the gym. No issues. And then Parris the Moor now. I already talked to his boy. I don't know what's going on with him and Latif. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know and I don't care. Because all I know Latif for is putting up info about Moors. That's all I know him for. I don't know him for anything else. All I know him for is Moors saved his life, so he's indebted to the Moors. He's like, I got you. Anything Moors, I'm going 500,000,000% for the Moors. Yes, I'm a modern European. Yes, I am. But I'm going hard for the Moors. I'm not going for anything else. That's all I know him for. All these years. How many Negro, black, colored, Moors, Hebrews, whatever, turncoat, backbite, turn punk, sellout, whatever, this European straight as an arrow. Straighter than Moors. Nah, you're not gonna ride. Don't ride with him because he's a modern European. You're letting him in. Letting him in what? Letting him in what? What does the Moors have that we're letting him in something? What we got? Stop the dumb stuff. As if the Moors have something that Europeans can't go find out. I gave him his fez. Well, how did I give him his fez? Where's the receipts of this stuff that people are talking about, trying to make up stories to suit their warped whatever they're trying to do to make this thing look like there's some type of issues or something like that. These people have issues with themselves. Right? People have issues with themselves. They're gonna keep playing you. Because not playing me. Especially in this Taurus season right now. That's a wish. You wish you could play me. You wish you could play me. It ain't happening. Want to have conversation on the phone over some dumb stuff. Just take down the video. That's all. There's nothing else to talk about. Your boy took down the video, so you take down the video. Don't take down the video? Okay, no problem. No worries. Do your thing. Keep the video up then. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Step into Wix Studio, the web platform for agencies and enterprises, where creative freedom meets
From the public's perspective, I think you all are misunderstood, because from the public's perspective, you see some black men with red fezzes under the appellation of Moors. People who are squatting in people's homes and claiming ownership of someone else's home under the indigenous, claimant of this is our soil. How does that make you feel when you see these folks under the appellation of Moor conducting themselves in this way?
Those people who say that they are Moors are telling the truth, because they are Moors, but they are not Moorish Americans. Cannot. Moorish Americans don't do those kind of things, and it's written in our laws. We don't take people's property. We don't beat people in the head.
Interesting, they don't do that. So we come to find out that Temple Number 1, Chicago, Supreme Grand Sheik, Braswell Bay and them have a study group in Canaanland right now, or that they call Canada. That they call Canada. Right? They didn't contact the Moor Science Temple of America that's here already and say, hey, you know what? We think you guys are a fraud. Why don't you come under us? And what they didn't do any of that. They went and started their own Moor Science Temple of America in Canada. And this is new. Right? This is new. We just found out about this last weekend. You just found out about this last weekend. So we don't know how long they've been exercising or whatever like that. But there's some other people out here that's calling themselves Moor Science Temple of America now. But we know that they're tied to Braswell Bay. Now it's interesting. He talked all that crap about Vice and all that, right? He talked all that stuff. Now we thought that it was just membership. We thought it was just membership. We thought it was just membership. Here they are at their whatever. But apparently, this is the head of the study group. Right? The Moor and the Orange, who was in our temple. So he's in our temple, and he's with the other people who were selling the packages, but he was playing like he's not with them. Right? So he was taking stuff and then getting it back to them. Right? Getting documents sealed, taking it back to them. Right? So after we kicked them out the temple, some years later, we talked about this. We were at Five Principles brunch. And this individual was there handing out papers, handing out Moorish literature. But he was kind of hiding doing it, like he was under some stairs, like it was some, I'm like, what are you doing here? I haven't seen you in 4 years. Like you pop up at a catering event and you're giving out stuff outside. You don't even come in and say Islam to the Moors or nothing like that. But you're outside under stairs handing out stuff. No, well, just passing by and I saw a fez and I said, let me stop and whatever. So, we knew he was campaigning for somebody else, right? So we know now that it's Braswell Bay. So part of how they got kicked out the temple, and again, you could check the timeline, right? How they got kicked out the temple, right? Remember, this is 2015. How they got kicked out of the temple, because we found out that this is what they were involved in. Same stuff that Braswell Bay is saying, Moors don't do that and all that stuff, right? So this is Koski and Minsky, lawyer guys. By way of example, we assisted a client with one such case in Captain Nino King James L. Bay, aka Jamie Howe. And they were the reason why they started up this whole thing called Organized Pseudo-Legal Commercial Argument Litigants, OPCA. And this is the thing that they use out here on Moors when they start going into whatever jurisdictions called court, and they start talking about their nationality and their birthrights. They try to put them under this organized pseudo-legal commercial argument litigants. These are the people who right now they're claiming to be Moor Science Temple of America. When these people are doing the same BS like the consulate people, trying to claim mansions and so he tried to claim a subdivision. A home in a subdivision. Subdivision, multiple units. And he tried to claim one of those. Never made an offer to purchase, but utilizing principles of Moorish law, the plaintiff attempted to assert ownership of the house pursuant to an alleged verbal contract. Really? You didn't, it was not even written? Verbal? These are the BS that people were involved in. In doing this, getting other Moors later on after 2015 caught up in this thing, organized pseudo-legal commercial litigants. They got a whole thing on it. Right? This is what these Moors caused for other Moors. Because it wasn't just them, it was a crew of them. Some of them selling packages, some of them doing this, some of them selling IDs, all types of BS. All types of BS. So the Canada legal BS whoever's have their organized pseudo-commercial arguments as magic and ceremony that they came out with in 2018. Where they go through their stuff and they talk about Moorish and all that. Which is supposed to let all these dummies know that these people know who the Moors are. So why don't you get down with the program instead of sitting there wondering what to do next? Going through it, talking about Moors crazy. Just like all the other, SPLC and all them people. Right? Same stuff. Remember, these people are with Braswell Bay right now. Not only that, they have the Bayfield Trust Holdings Corporation where they're bringing people into lodges. Obviously, real lodge. These people are fraud. But this is where they're going. This is how they're moving. This is what you have to deal with because you don't want to get down with the program. Tell you from 2008 We've known what's up. Because if it was up to these people, we wouldn't even have a charter. Which is why these Moors were so gracious to give up the charter. Because they said this is prophecy. What's going to happen if we don't give them this charter? It was a big meeting. Go ask Neal Bay. Because we were fresh off the boat. Like, they're too fresh off the boat. Like, we can't give them a charter. They don't even know nothing about this. They don't even know. All they know is they saw this picture of this man. But it was bigger than us. This was prophecy. This was Drew Ali talking to these Moors. Proving to them. You know you're on the right track, right? You know you're on the right track when some Moors from Toronto, Canada, go to Chicago, Mecca, to go to Grand Major Temple to find out more about Noble Drew Ali. And they have the framed article on the wall at the temple that, oh, wow, you know, Noble Drew Ali was really going everywhere. This is what you're dealing with. Look again. Braswell Bay will make anyone a sheik for 700. Had a GS and his slighted assistant GS tell me how he made a chick who was educated by the Catholic Church from K College who didn't even know the covenant. Just because of the power of the position, the power of the seat. And Drew Ali talked about jealous of the fame and nobility. This is what he's talking about. These people aren't supposed to be taking advantage while they're in the seat. Why do you think I always answer the phone? Because I'm not getting anybody's judgment. I'm not getting it. They're gonna get their own for the BS that they did. The BS that they're doing. They're gonna get their own. It's not gonna be on me. It's not gonna be on me. I'm not gonna be the one that the angels are looking at like, you're fucked up, Cujo. They ain't looking at me like that. And again, 2008. Not new to this. We've been around as long as some people who you people are looking at like they're somebody. Negro, black, colored, Moors, or otherwise. They just come here yesterday because you just got here yesterday. Don't get it effed up. We've seen many come and go. We've seen people in this 8 years and turn around and go back to being Negro. So we know that this isn't for everybody. We know that. For a fact, we know that. And these people sold out. And they're trying to make you think that there's something there like that. When they talk about the Moorish Science Temple of America, there ain't nothing like that. It's Moorish Divine National Movement. All that temple stuff, that stuff's been done. These people sold that out. You have nothing of that. The fact that Moors don't have Unity Hall, that should let you know how these people sold out. They don't even have Unity Hall. Nothing. playing around like they did something. These people haven't done anything. Moor Science Temple 1928 was more active than these temples today. Right? They sold it out. So don't get caught up. Don't get caught up. There's a few pockets of Moor Science Temple of America that these are some good Moors. That they're actually good Moors. That you're gonna go there and you're gonna feel like, yes, this is good. You know, this is good. You feel it and know it. Nothing has to be said. All these Moors who I have issues with, all of them, energy's fucked up. All of them. And then trying to make it seem as if, oh, it's Cujo's. No. Good try, though. Good try. So we know you traders. We know what you traders are up to. We know what you're about. Right? Noble Drew Ali was surrounded by traders. Surrounded. That's why you have nothing today. One of these same Moors, it was either brother, yes, it was Brother Mentu. Brother Mentu Hotep Bey. Asked Neal Bey. That was the treasurer. And he was talking about there was millions in the treasury during Noble Drew Ali's time. There was millions in the treasury. How there's nothing? How there's nothing right now for Morris to show is crazy. Because there was millions. And these Moors jacked everything from you and left you with nothing. They didn't leave you with some crescent stars and handshakes or any of that, because they were even suing each other for that. Remember, and that has nothing to do with Moorish nationality and all that stuff or whatever like that. You throw away your nationality because you're hearing this stuff coming out about the temple. No. We're talking about these corrupt individuals who were in the seats of the temples. Right? This is where you're looking at the individuals and what was their part in this stuff being where it's at right now. And then you just go down the individuals, and then they wrote books, they did all types of BS, show you acts that they made with the corporate state for whatever, knowing that it's a corporate state, and they're gonna go and have Moors in an act. Oh yeah, we're gonna have an act for the Moors to be able to register, or Moors to be able to do whatever BS. Remember, this is after 1933. Before New Deals and all that. Or after New Deals and all that. Right? After New Deals, after 33, all these Moors, after they squandered the stuff, took their payoff, Remember, they didn't get paid off. They took their payoff because they just robbed what was there. And then you have people now in the seat of power, and now they're filled with the they're the man. Just like the ones before them who claim to be reincarnated and whatever. Right? So when we look at this, that's why we always look at this as Moorish nation. And then you might go Moorish Divine National Movement. But when you go below that, it is a cesspool. And you better know the ones that aren't or haven't been in the cesspool. And you're going to know that by energy, by works, not by words of lips. Sitting around just flapping gums. You're going to know by the works. And then if we've been working since 2008, and it's 2024 now, and we go check all the Moorish whoever's from 2008 to now, you'll see there's probably only few left from 2008. And more than likely, it's the same ones that were around in 2008 if you check the record today. Because anybody else who's around here is some newbie that just came yesterday. And then you're chasing this newbie when there's a foundation. And you have no honors for the foundation. You're on some new whatever. On some new thing. And I'll tell you again. Neal Bay is who our connect was to the Moors. Neal Bay said, yo, forget any Moors. You need to come see these Moors right here. These are the Moors that you want to connect with. All right, if you say so, because I don't know any Moors. Because prior to me contacting him, I was contacting all these Moor science temples of Americas, and they were full of BS. Well, you got to be a member to get a Quran 50 notes, like Quran 50 notes for a book. Like that, it's like that. Sounds like some church stuff going on. Sings, hymning, all that. All of that. You know, these Moors are the Moors you need to talk to, because it's just too much. You just gotta come to the convention. You can't can't tell you about this. Like, all right, 14 hours on the Greyhound to Chicago. And then the more floated out of the conveyance. The more floated out of the conveyance and took our bags and floated back to the conveyance and put our bags in the trunk. And then me and the Moor looking at each other like, yo, he was floating, right? You know he was floating, right? Yeah, he was floating. Okay. It wasn't just me that saw that. You saw that too, right? Yeah. Okay. Right? These were the Moors. Right? Right? Just because Neal Bay said, and then he was the only Moor on MySpace who responded with some reasonable, competent exchange. It was reasonable. I could get with how he's presenting the Moorish perspective. Like I get that. That makes sense. This is something definitely to check out. It's definitely something to check out. You know, and never turn back ever since. Straight and narrow. Right? Just because Allah guides this. I'm not messing with Allah's plan. I'm not messing with Allah's plan. Oh, I look. I'm dumb. No. That we've been here. The reconciliation between Britannia and her daughter America. Her daughter America look like a European to you? They don't look like a European. Right? And then all of them fighting over you, Asiatic women. All of them fighting over you. Fighting over you. You're the emblem. You're the emblem of America. You, with your turban, looking all royal. You're the emblem of America. You don't think so? You look like a modern European to you? Look like some red people? Doesn't, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. Academia.edu, Indigenous to North America. Look like modern Europeans to you? That's definitely not a European right there. America again? Dark skinned people again? Dark. Come on. What is it dark? Constantly. Because it's you. You're the original people. Juali was bringing us back to this. And that's just the truth. You could take it or you could leave it. You could take it or you could leave it. The choice is yours. You can get with this or you can get with that. Honors to all the Moors. Honors to all the Moors. Don't forget, this weekend, Springfield, see you Moors on Saturday. We'll be right here, Canaanland Moors YouTube, for the Love, Truth, Peace, Freedom, Justice Tour, round 3. Don't forget, it's the Love, Truth, Peace, Freedom, Justice Tour. It's the Love, Truth, Peace, Freedom, Justice Tour. Springfield, Mass. Next stop. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Study, study, study. Don't forget the two new sellers. KhalifaMedia.com. It's right there in the chat. Kush Day's book and the turban pictorial. Go to KhalifaMedia.com, RV Bay Publications, and as well, Mordian's 2's out. If you heard that Mordian 1, you want to check Mordian 2, Moorishness.com for that Mordian's 2. It's on. It's on flames. And don't forget, hit up Mafiel to get the Moorish MC Khalifa Society album. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Supreme honors. Honors to all the modern Europeans out there who's telling the truth. Who's telling the truth? You telling the truth, modern European? Yep. Honors to you. Honors to you for telling the truth, standing up. And all you Moors out there, give yourself a pat on the back for still being here. You could have folded like the rest. Could have sold out. Could have been a traitor. Could have stabbed your brother in the back. You could have did all types of BS. You could have did madness, get people kidnapped, doing BS. You could have did all type of crap, but you didn't. You stuck to studying. You stuck to trusting in your prophet. And you made it through. You're still here. So honors to all you Moors. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I completely forgot. Islam to all the Moors. Peace and love to all. Islam.
Number one, the law says the principal part of everything is the beginning. So we have to actually attack these issues from the root source. Now, when we look at the site of the Pygmy Skulls 40,000 years ago in Tennessee, the Topper site 51,700 years ago in South Carolina, the Texas Street site 80 to 90,000 years ago in California, the Calico site in the Mojave Desert, about 190, 200,000 years ago, somewhere in there. The Serra de Capivara site in Brazil, about 100,000 years ago. The Toca de Esperanza site in Brazil, 295,000 years ago. And Miramar archaeological finds by Florentino Ameghino, 3 to 5 million years ago. We're very ancient in this land. This was long before there were any people known as Native Americans who have what they call the Mongoloid phenotype. They look like today's modern Chinese, Koreans, Japanese, things of that nature. It's also before the existence of pale skin. You can go read this by Dr. Keith Chang, Professor Emeritus at Stanford University, Dr. Luigi Luca Cavalli Sforza, and also Dr. Sheikh Diop in Civilization of Barbarism. He tells you that the mesocephalic and brachycephalic skull types are young as far as the Asiatic proto-Mongoloid looks like. You know, it's very young. So long before they was even over here on this land, we were already here for hundreds of thousands up to millions of years. This is scientifically proven, it's archaeologically proven, so there's no even need to debate that. Now we need to start analyzing what's called the Age of Empires. The Age of Empires is where you start looking at the various empires that came out of Mesopotamia, the empires that Kush had actually established, or Ta-Nehisi, dealing with what's now modern day known today as Ethiopia. Then that would be also into the Mesopotamia area, Sumer, Akkad, and all those various places. Elam, those people were over here. You go look up artifacts like the Magna Forte Bowl, you'll find they had Proto-Elamite written on it, all of those type things. When you took a talk about the Tassiti, which is now today known as Sudan or Nubia Kush area in antiquity, you'll find out, man, that they were over here. They found 134 mummies with American cocaine and tobacco in their systems. So, I mean, these things is no secret. And we're not even going to go into Hekupta, Kemet Kush, whatever you want to call it. Yes, they was over here. All of that's during the Age of Empires. We were here prior to that. We're older than that on these lands here. Now, when you start also looking at what they call the Canaanite, Phoenician, Carthaginian, Punic Iberian Empire, all those people are the same people based by blood. You know, we do know that Morocco came out of that empire. Morocco are the same people. So we also know that around about 450, about the mid-5th century, Moroccans had come over here and built the first church in what is known today as America. Now, 480, roughly 480 AD, they left a monument in eastern Morocco in the Fiqwig Mountains, Hajj Mamoun Rock, that called this place Asfu Shamal, which means the northern land or the land lying beyond the sunset, the continent lying beyond the sunset. Okay, that is a landmark. We already know churches, ancient structures are landmarks. And especially if this was the first church built in the Americas, then this is a monumental landmark, and they have it recorded in Morocco. And yes, it is Moroccans who built this. So when you talk about landmarks, and they named the land as well, Asfu Shamal, the continent lying beyond the sunset or the northern land. He who names it claimed it, and it has a landmark to substantiate that. So now what we are actually looking at is, this is Western Morocco. As Islam had taken power in Morocco, so did also the substantiated claims by prior establishments. They took over those. The religion doesn't change a person's right to anything. So we're dealing with, you know, the Age of Empires under you, Soli, who are the people today in relation to those landmarks, because they couldn't move the landmarks. You have to understand that. Landmarks or monuments, the law says monuments, which we call records, are vestiges of truth and antiquity. That means they are legal documents. Toltec Mounds is a legal document. The Bourne Stone is a legal document. The Moroccan 5th century church built in Kukaponset Forest, Connecticut is a legal document. You can't move those. And it's also an ecclesiastical document because it goes into landmarks in Proverbs 22:28, Proverbs 23:10, Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 14, Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 17. And that's even substantiated underneath United States statutes at large, 96 Stat 1211, Public Law 97 Stat 280, 97-280. It's substantiated. They can't move the landmarks. What they did was they moved the people. They moved the people by classification and denationalization. We have to understand that, number one,
Ready?
Oh, fuck,